one of the people who I met at Legends was Adrienne Wilson. She's cool people.
Oh, I love it.
And you mentioned that she's one of your inspirations.
Yeah.
Are you and you have a genuine love for competing. It comes across even in this interview, like your eyes light up whenever you're talking about the competition experience. But do you ever get negative? Do you ever get motivated by negative comments too? Like when somebody doesn't believe that you can do something, does that fire you up as well? Or are you more like, hey, I stick to the positive vibes and I don't even pay attention to negative stuff?
Listen, I am the youngest of 7, right?
Mm,
Like, I grew up
okay.
surviving,
I
thriving,
withdraw the question.
like just how siblings are, if but we're always very competitive. And me being the youngest, like, oh, you can't do this or that or whatever. Like, come on. When I decided to compete as a lightweight, it was my second full season in. And so I was probably sitting around 180, but it wasn't like a buff 180. It was like, oh, I got
Yeah.
fluffy.
Yeah. I mean, well, you had kids by that time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
When
okay,
it's,
yeah, you're pretty
yeah.
much you're the former track athlete, and now you're like coming back
Ex-
out of it.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah, all
And
right.
even after, track and field, I wasn't throwing. I was more so just lifting,
Yeah,
just working
yeah.
out to work out, stay healthy in life. So when I dropped down to the lightweight class, a lot of those people were just, they went from saying I couldn't do it to quiet to clapping because, I broke records. I won a national title. And then, to come back around, I was like, all right, I think I did what I came to do in the lightweight class. I want to start climbing to the top, like pass the A's, make it to the pro class. And I know it's going to take some time, but I'm going to do it. And I announced it, and I'll never forget a dude. He was like, oh, so you're going like up? You're going to have to compete. Like, and he started pointing out some of the pro women at the time. And I said, yeah. And he was like, oh man, like you know, you're gonna go from like being at the top to being at the bottom. And I was just like
Mm.
that. And
There, I
so
can see like just the look on your face right there. You're like, okay, go ahead,
yeah,
doubt me.
yeah.
Yeah,
And it was like, first of all, it put like a damper in my mood because we were literally competing in Scotland when I, was at that, transitioning point of going from like a lightweight to a pro, letting myself take up space, get stronger, get bigger. And so when he said that, I was just like, okay, noted. And that was, back in 2019. And so when I
wow.
came back, 2020, it started, of course, lockdown. And then when I came back in 2022 with the encouragement of my husband, I was like, all right, it's go time. Like I've just been eating good and lifting in my garage. So,
Yeah,
let's freaking go. Let's do it.
nothing wrong with
And
that. Nothing wrong with that.